Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, is the highly anticipated sequel to Hideo Kojima's 2019 game, Death Stranding. This installment continues the story of Sam Porter Bridges, portrayed by Norman Reedus, and brings back familiar characters like Fragile, played by Léa Seydoux, and Higgs, played by Troy Baker. The game delves deeper into the unique and surreal world Kojima is known for, introducing new mysteries, alternate realities, and a complex narrative centered around the theme of connection.
It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, is the long-awaited continuation of the Metroid Prime series, developed by Retro Studios. The game was originally announced back in 2017, but its development faced significant delays, including a complete restart in 2019 when Retro Studios took over the project. The title was finally re-revealed during the June 2024 Nintendo Direct, showcasing gameplay that stays true to the first-person adventure style that fans of the series love. The upcoming Perfect Dark game is a reboot of the classic series, originally developed by Rare, and is now being handled by the initiative in collaboration with Crystal Dynamics. Set in a near-future world, the game follows secret agent Joanna Dark as she navigates a futuristic Cairo amidst a backdrop of global ecological disasters. The story revolves around her mission to uncover the secrets behind a hypercorporation's attempts to control the remnants of a devastated Earth.
I'm going in blind.
Carrington! Damn it!
Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Monster Hunter Wilds is the next big entry in Capcom's long-running Monster Hunter series. Set in a new and expansive environment known as the Forbidden Lands, this game introduces new mechanics, monsters, and a greater emphasis on storytelling than previous titles. Players will take on the role of a hunter, working with the Forbidden Lands Research Commission, exploring dangerous ecosystems filled with new monsters such as the Leviathan-like Balahara and the powerful bear-like Doshiguma. The Silent Hill 2 Remake, developed by Bloober Team in collaboration with Konami, is a highly anticipated reimagining of the classic 2001 psychological horror game. The remake stays faithful to the original story, following protagonist James Sunderland as he returns to the eerie town of Silent Hill after receiving a mysterious letter from his deceased wife, Mary. The game is set to enhance the emotional depth of the characters and their interactions through advanced motion capture technology, providing a more immersive experience. Phantom Blade Zero is an upcoming action RPG that blends martial arts with a dark, steampunk-inspired world. The game is being developed by S.T.A.L.K.E.R and is positioned as a spiritual successor to the indie title Rainblood Town of Death. In the game, players control Soul, an elite assassin framed for the murder of his organization's leader. After being gravely injured, Soul is saved by a mystic healer, but the cure only grants him 66 days to live. The Witcher 4, internally codenamed Polaris, is currently in development by CD Projekt Red. This game marks the beginning of a new trilogy in the Witcher series, and it is being developed using Unreal Engine 5, a shift from the studio's previous re-engine. The developers have confirmed that this new saga will introduce a new protagonist, moving away from Geralt of Rivia as the central character. Speculation suggests that Ciri might take on a more prominent role, possibly as the main protagonist.
Do is fight with all you've got. That was a good game.
Yeah.
Star Wars Eclipse is an ambitious new game from Quantic Dream, set in the High Republic era, a period in the Star Wars universe that predates the events of the Skywalker saga. This game promises to deliver a richly detailed narrative with branching storylines, characteristic of Quantic Dream's previous works, like Detroit Become Human. Players will experience the story through the perspectives of multiple characters, each with their own unique moralities and motivations. Gears of War. E-Day is the latest installment in the iconic Gears of War series, serving as a prequel that takes players back to the catastrophic event known as Emergence Day. Set 14 years before the events of the original game, it focuses on the origins of the brutal conflict between humanity and the Locust Horde. The story centers on familiar characters like Marcus Fenix and Dom Santiago as they face the overwhelming terror of the Locusts emerging from beneath the planet Serra. The Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is the latest entry in the highly successful Black Ops subseries, developed by Treyarch and Raven Software. The game is set during the Gulf War, continuing the series' tradition of combining historical settings with intense, action-packed gameplay. The campaign emphasizes replayability and player choice, offering multiple ways to navigate missions, interact with characters, and utilize a variety of gadgets and weapons from the early 1990s. Avowed is an upcoming first-person RPG developed by Obsidian Entertainment, set in the same universe as the Pillars of Eternity series, specifically in the world of Eora. The game is designed to be a large-scale, open-world experience, drawing comparisons to titles like The Elder Scrolls in terms of scope and exploration. Players can expect a richly detailed fantasy world filled with complex quests, diverse characters, and intricate combat mechanics, including both melee and magical abilities.
They both deceive you. There is more wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries, tend to its purpose, no matter how wild, and become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, Heart of Chornobyl, is an upcoming first-person shooter developed by GSC Game World. Set in the highly radioactive Chornobyl exclusion zone, the game offers a blend of survival horror and immersive sim gameplay, continuing the legacy of the original S.T.A.L.K.E.R series. The game features a seamless open world spanning over 60 square kilometers, promising more than 100 hours of gameplay filled with dangerous mutants, deadly anomalies, and warring factions. The remake of the iconic Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is a highly anticipated project, aiming to bring the 2003 classic to modern audiences with enhanced graphics, updated gameplay, and possibly some narrative tweaks. Initially announced in 2021, the project has experienced a turbulent development process, including a shift in developers from Aspyr Media to Saber Interactive. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is set to be the most ambitious entry in the series yet, offering an expansive range of new features and career options for players. This latest installment goes beyond simply piloting aircraft, allowing players to immerse themselves in various aviation careers such as aerial firefighting, search and rescue, VIP charter services, and even hot air ballooning. The game leverages the latest technology, including advanced weather effects and highly detailed environments, to create a truly immersive flight simulation experience. Marvel's Wolverine is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Insomniac Games, the same studio behind the successful Marvel's Spider-Man series. The game will focus on Wolverine, aka Logan, in what is described as a full-size game with a mature tone, reflecting the darker and more violent aspects of the character's story. Chrono Odyssey is an upcoming MMORPG developed by N-Pixel, set in the expansive and visually stunning world of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The game is being built using Unreal Engine 5, promising impressive graphics and dynamic environments that change with the seasons. The core gameplay revolves around the ability to manipulate time using a device called the Chrono Odyssey, allowing players to pause, rewind, or alter events, which adds a unique twist to combat and exploration. Little Nightmares 3 is the upcoming third installment in the beloved horror platformer series. Developed by Supermassive Games, this new entry in the series introduces players to two new protagonists, Lo and Alone, who must navigate the eerie world of the Nowhere. Unlike the previous games, Little Nightmares 3 will feature online co-op, allowing players to tackle the game's terrifying puzzles and challenges with a friend, or solo with an AI companion. Dragon Age: The Veilguard is the highly anticipated next installment in BioWare's beloved Dragon Age series. This game introduces players to a new protagonist, Rook, who must assemble a group of companions to combat an ancient threat to the world of Thedas. Set in the previously unexplored region of Tevinter, the game offers a mix of high fantasy and dark, grim elements, as players navigate a world filled with magic, political intrigue, and perilous challenges.
Work. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look.
Where do we start? I'll be damned. A griffin. In war, victory.
Astro Bot is set to make a grand return on September 6th, 2024, exclusively for the PlayStation 5. Developed by Team Asobi, this new adventure takes the beloved PlayStation mascot on a mission through 6 different galaxies and over 80 levels. Players will explore diverse environments, from lush forests to scorching volcanoes, as they help Astro rescue his scattered crew.
What did you say your name was?
Grand Theft Auto 6 is one of the most anticipated video games in recent years, developed by Rockstar Games. The game is set in a modern-day version of Vice City, a fictional representation of Miami, Florida, and will feature a massive open-world map that is reportedly over twice the size of the map in GTA 5. The game will introduce two main protagonists, Lucia and Jason, with Lucia being the first female lead character in the series.